Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He'll call for the fair catch here. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Give to the running back. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season already?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
The give and the run on fourth down. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his own 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going to pass on second down. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Floating away. He's looking on the right side. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. They'll try it over the left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The snap sets up the throw. They'll run the screen. Oh, they knock it free. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out.
Holy shit.
You got to be in the right place at the right time.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Pressure coming. Keeps the play going. Pocket starts to collapse. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
They'll try the run. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They are up by 21 over Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give out of the gun. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Canes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick 6s? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick 6, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trailing Behind now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They run the reverse. Breaks the tackle. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having a pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Shotgun snap on third down. Caught. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving out of the pocket. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They've got the screen set up. Just plowing ahead. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those complete.
Just steamrolling his way through. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Okay,
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10.
Check. Green 25.
Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the move. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane. What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot. But until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
And they did tack on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Miami! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Bringing it back. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might as well stick with him. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, big juke to get past. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
North Carolina, 7.
And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. to the ground with the back. The Canes have a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now at the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Got room at the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Touch pass on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And that play right there really shows you the trust between the quarterback and his wide receiver. They've obviously worked for hours all season long on these routes near the sideline. Nice throw, great catch.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Now sliding to his left. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. And those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got out of trouble and throws. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Bulls his way forward. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
North Carolina, 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quick release on the RPO. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he throws another interception. Touchdown, Miami! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, and makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll pitch it. Headed to the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll throw one to his right. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Fair catch, called for and made. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, North Carolina! The defense with the scoop and score. Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quick completion to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
To the air. It's Pitts. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. trying to get to him. Buys a little time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, spins away. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the...
All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Comes out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires and picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Keep up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.